It's very good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Here in
Nicky.
Los Angeles, in this studio underneath the Sunset Marquee.
The legendary Sunset Marquee Hotel.
Have you ever recorded in this studio?
No. I've been in this studio quite a bit, doing something similar to what we're doing now, and I think there was, the various award shows and stuff. They do the background here. No, I've never recorded in this room.
Well, speaking of the awards, you won. Queen and Adam Lambert won the Band of the Year award, which
nice.
it's an astonishing achievement if you think about it. And what is actually more astonishing is that this band, this brand, if you like, just goes from strength to strength. That's what kind of takes my breath away. Do you ever stop and think about that kind of thing?
Yeah, I do. I feel very fortunate. It's amazing. And, we've spent a fair bit of our lives sort of protesting and saying we don't want to do it anymore, particularly after we lost Freddie, there was a long period for both Roger and I where we didn't want to talk about it, and that was over. That was the part of our lives that we'd done, and now we were individuals, etc., etc. But of course, it comes back. I was going to say to haunt you, but it comes back in a pleasant way because people actually do want to hear the music still, and we're still able to play. And of course, we can bring Freddie back, and we can bring John back a little bit, even though neither of them are with us on stage technically. Spiritually, they are, and people can see them as part of the show. And then there's this Adam Lambert chap who comes along out of the blue, not looked for. We didn't look for a singer, I have to say. I thought probably we'd done it enough, to be honest. I thought we were fine, and I have a life. I have so many passions back home that I pursue. But suddenly you have a guy who gets it completely without having to try to be Freddie. He's very similar in a sense in the way that he approaches it. He's an entertainer, he's naturally funny, he's got an extraordinary range, a wonderful, passionate delivery as a vocalist, and he's an entertainer. He's a natural entertainer. So as soon as we worked together, and it's about 5 years since we first crossed paths with Adam, we just thought, my God, this guy can do it. So it's a gift from God in a sense that you can just go out there and do it again.
And he has fitted in, I think, seamlessly into the band. There's he's got Freddie's flamboyance.
Yeah.
And he's got that incredible range. But he's not in any way, it's not a tribute act. He's fitted well into the unit, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's not in any sense a copy. And it's a joy for me to explore this material with Adam. And the final piece of the jigsaw puzzle is that he's a nice guy. That if he was a shit, it wouldn't be fun, and it wouldn't have happened. He's a good guy. He's fun. He's entertaining. He's open to ideas, and he brings lots of ideas in. So when we were putting this set list together, he didn't just go, "Oh, I'll do what you want." He said, "Oh, how about we try this? Let's do this." So we had a real, proper birth process for the material of this tour. It's great. I just feel very grateful, Nicky, that we're out there and can do it.
One of the highlights of the tour with Adam Lambert is the acoustic highlight when you do Love Kills. And that sort of started life, didn't it, on the road. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, well, its actual birthplace is on the Metropolis film, and Freddie wrote a track which was sent to us by Giorgio Moroder. To be honest, Freddie got rid of most of what was already on there and said, "I'm writing this," being typical Freddie. And we all played on the original, but you kind of wouldn't know it because it's very much a disco format. The strange thing is, it was just a quick one, and you think, oh, Freddie just tossed it off probably, and there's probably not much behind it. It was just written for a purpose. But I took it into the studio about a year ago, took everything off except Freddie's vocal, expecting to hear all sorts of interference coming from his cans. Nothing. A clean, beautifully pure vocal, which sounds like a ballad. And I immediately thought this could work as a ballad. And of course you get the sense of it much more, you get the passion. And he's saying love kills, which is nothing trivial. And you listen to the song and you realise that he wasn't just delivering to a requirement. He was writing something that he felt in his heart. And he did find that love kills. He found love painful. And I think a lot of us do, you know, so there's a lot of truth in the song, and I really fell in love with it all over again. Put a new arrangement around it, as you can do these days, if you've got a brain and you've got a good Pro Tools engineer, you can do this. And I got Roger to play kind of half time, and as soon as Roger was on there, I thought, yes, we have a track. You know, it just all seemed to gel, and it moves me very much, I have to say, as a song. I hear Freddie writing from the heart here, and nobody realised it at the time. They thought, oh, he's just made a disco track. So Love Kills is something which I think is really worth hearing in the 21st century.